How does Iran's military power stack up against the world's superpowers? More specifically, what do we know about Iran's fighter jets? These questions are often asked by military enthusiasts and analysts alike. Iran, a nation that has been at the center of global political discourse for decades, boasts a military that is as intriguing as it is enigmatic. In a world where military prowess often determines international standing, understanding Iran's capabilities becomes vital. Today, we'll focus on one specific aspect of Iran's military might, their air force. Home to a diverse range of fighter jets, Iran's air force is a formidable player in the Middle East. From domestically produced aircrafts to foreign acquisitions, the Iranian sky is patrolled by a variety of flying machines, each with a unique story to tell. So let's delve deeper into the world of Iran's fighter jets and compare them with those from other countries. Stay tuned as we embark on this intriguing journey of military exploration. Iran's air force, like any other, comprises a variety of aircraft, but we'll focus on their fighter jets. Iran's aerial arsenal is a mix of domestically produced and imported aircraft, reflecting a unique blend of innovation and adaptation. A standout among these is the Hesa-Seyke, a jet that showcases Iran's ingenuity. It's a modification of the American F-5 Tiger, a relic from a bygone era when the US and Iran were allies. Despite its age, the Seyke has been upgraded with modern avionics and weapons systems, making it a formidable foe in the skies. Another key player in Iran's fighter fleet is the Russian Sukhoi Su-24. This supersonic all-weather attack aircraft is renowned for its speed and versatility. Iran obtained these jets in the early 90s, and they have since become a staple of the Iranian Air Force. Then there's the F-14 Tomcat, another American relic, and the only foreign air force to operate this aircraft. Iran's F-14s have been kept in service through a mix of reverse engineering and cannibalization of parts. They've even been updated with domestically produced radar and missile systems. Iran also showcases its homegrown prowess with the Hesa Kausar, a domestically produced fighter jet. It's a testament to Iran's technological advancement and determination to be self-reliant. While there's debate over the Kausar's true capabilities, its existence alone speaks volumes about Iran's ambition. However, it's not just about the hardware. Iran's fighter pilots are known for their skill and resourcefulness. Trained under challenging conditions, they've proven their mettle in various conflicts, often against technically superior foes. In summary, Iran's fighter jet fleet is an eclectic mix of old and new, domestic and foreign. It's a reflection of the nation's history, its geopolitical realities, and its ambitions. The jets may vary in age and origin, but they are all unified by one purpose: to defend Iran's sovereignty in the skies. Now that we have an understanding of Iran's fighter jets, how do they compare with those of other nations? Every country's air force has its strengths and weaknesses. How does Iran's fighter jet fleet compare to those of other nations? When we look at Iran's fighter jet fleet, we see a mix of older Soviet-era aircraft and homegrown designs. In terms of technology, it's fair to say that Iran lags behind nations like the United States, Russia, and even Israel. The cutting-edge stealth and avionics technologies that are commonplace in these countries' air forces are notably absent in Iran's fleet. Moving on to speed, Iran's fastest jet, the Hesa-Seyke, maxes out at around Mach 1.8. Now, this isn't slow by any means, but it doesn't quite stack up against the Boeing F-15 of the United States or the Sukhoi Su-35 of Russia, both of which can reach speeds exceeding Mach 2. When it comes to firepower, Iran's fighter jets have a respectable arsenal. The F-4 Phantom, for example, is capable of carrying a variety of air-to-air and air-to-ground ordnance. However, compared to the payload capabilities of the US's F-22 Raptor or Russia's MiG-31, Iran's fighter jets simply can't match up. As for overall effectiveness, it's important to consider factors beyond just the jets themselves. Training, tactics, and support infrastructure all play crucial roles. While Iran's pilots are known for their skill and bravery, the country lacks the advanced training programs and extensive logistical support that are integral to the air forces of the United States, Russia, and Israel. So, in a head-to-head comparison, Iran's fighter jet fleet does seem to fall short in several key areas. But it's important to remember that military strength isn't just about having the fastest jet or the biggest bomb. It's also about how you use what you have at your disposal. It's clear that every fighter fleet brings something different to the table. But what does all this mean in a real-world scenario? Imagine for a moment a real-world scenario where these aircraft go head-to-head. Who comes out on top? Let's delve into this question. In a hypothetical one-on-one dogfight, Iran's fighter jets, armed with an array of weapons, could certainly hold their own. These aircraft are engineered with agility in mind, making them formidable adversaries in close-quarters combat. However, it's important to note that dogfights are a rarity in modern warfare, with long-range engagements becoming the norm. Now, let's consider a scenario where Iran's jets are pitted against a technologically superior adversary. Here, the outcome could be different. While Iran's fighter jets are capable machines, they might struggle against cutting-edge stealth technology, advanced electronic warfare systems, and long-range missiles. This is not to say that they would be completely outmatched, but it would certainly be an uphill battle. What about a scenario where Iran's fighter jets are tasked with defending Iranian airspace? Here, the home field advantage could come into play. Iran's pilots would be operating in familiar territory, and they would have the support of ground-based air defenses. This could potentially tilt the scales in their favor. In a larger conflict, the sheer number of Iran's fighter jets could prove to be a significant advantage. However, quantity is not always a substitute for quality. It's important to remember that modern warfare often hinges on advanced technology, superior training, and strategic planning. Finally, let's consider a scenario involving a preemptive strike. Here, the speed and firepower of Iran's fighter jets could be decisive. However, such a strategy would also carry significant risks, potentially escalating the situation and inviting retaliation. While it's all theoretical, these scenarios give us a glimpse into the potential power and limitations of Iran's fighter jets. It's clear that these aircraft are capable of holding their own in certain situations. However, they also face significant challenges, particularly when up against technologically superior adversaries. As always, the outcome of any conflict is unpredictable and depends on a multitude of factors. We've taken a deep dive into Iran's fighter jets and how they stack up against other nations. We've explored the robust capabilities of Iran's military aircraft, from their agility in the skies to the impressive firepower they carry. We've also seen how Iran's fleet, although not the most technologically advanced, brings a unique set of strengths to the table. In our comparative analysis, we've put Iran's fighter jets head-to-head with other nations. While Iran's air force might not be the largest or most advanced, it has proven to be a formidable force in the region. We've also delved into the hypothetical scenarios and concluded that the outcome of any conflict is far more complex than just comparing hardware. While Iran's fighter jets may not be the world's most advanced, they are a force to be reckoned with. But as always, the true power of a nation's military lies not just in its hardware, but in the strategies and tactics it employs.